MRecktv.
About the album, about the Slaughterhouse album, let me check this ticket and make sure I'm at the right gate. The crazy thing about the Slaughterhouse album is that the only thing that stopped it from coming out was we didn't finish it. Like, there's enough songs recorded to consider it a body of work. It could come out as is, but the last time we spoke about it, we all agreed that we needed to tighten it up a little bit, and that just never happened. So that's the truth in terms of what happened with Slaughterhouse. Okay, A11. That's the absolute truth. No special effects, no fancy wording, no semantics. We just didn't finish it. No problem with the label. Label didn't do shit to us. The label didn't shelve us. The label didn't do bad business. We just didn't finish the album. And then we couldn't figure out the proper way. We couldn't figure out a good time for all of us to get together and finish it. It could take one or two songs just to tighten it up a little bit. I know Joe spoke about some things on some of the verses that he feel like it's kind of dated. I feel the same way about some of my verses. I really don't want it to come out the way that it is. I really wish we could tighten it up if it was to come out. But I mean, if that can't happen, it just can't happen. What you gonna do? Jump up and down about the shit? Like, it just is what it is. But that's the only thing that stopped it from coming out. And that was us telling the label, we just need to tighten it up a little bit. If you hear Just Blaze, he'll tell you the exact same thing. Just mixed everything. He did what he was supposed to do. And we just couldn't pull the trigger on it. We just couldn't turn the corner with it. It just is what it is. This monster gonna have me pissing like a racehorse. And I hope that sets the record straight for y'all. Like, is it a possibility that we could do some stuff in the future together? Individually? Of course it is, always. There's always a possibility. Some can happen. I mean, that's what we like doing. Do I respect, hey, what's up, brother? Do I respect Crooked's decision? Yes. Do I respect Joe's decision to retire and do media full time? Yes. Do I support it? Yes. Like I said, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. That's it. Do I hate Joe's guts sometimes? Yes, I do. Is he my brother? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's nothing that I wouldn't even say to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly how we was when we was around each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we argue, we crack jokes on each other. We disagree, we agree. At the end of the day, we still fam. I didn't like the shit he said about Marshall. I don't like when anybody say anything about Marshall. Am I going to stop being that way? No. Fuck no. That's my dog. I'm always going to support him. Do I like Revival? Yes, I like it. I think it's fucking great. And I listen to it all the time. Suck my balls if you disagree. That's just Royce. You know what I'm saying? All this old Lord Jamar shit and all these niggas calling me all these names because I'm holding my dog down. I don't worry about it. It's cool. It's all right, because I know none of these niggas will say none of that shit in my face, because that'll be the very moment that they lose their teeth. I ain't been about nothing but respect the whole time that I've been in the game. I give it. I expect to receive it. Just is what it is. I'm like that with all my friends. Hold Joe down the same way. What's up, Marv? And I feel like this is important too. I want to shout out my nigga Mike Haran, Keno, Crystal Isaacs, Parks, Frequency, Preem. These are all the people who kind of like helped Slaughterhouse along the way. It wasn't just like, Slaughterhouse was never like a machine-driven situation. We were always real self-contained. So if anything, taking our self-contained unit and putting it within a system of a machine may have slowed us down a little bit. And that could be what Joe is thinking, what he's feeling. If I had to think about that, maybe that's what he's feeling. Because it does slow you down, because you got to start worrying about clearing samples, and you can't pull the trigger on shit as fast as you would normally be able to. Like when we first started Slaughterhouse, we were just recording shit at Rush House. Shout out my man Rush, Red Spider. We were just recording shit at his house and just putting it out the same day. When Joe called me and asked me to be on the Halfway House joint, he called me and I laid the verse. I was at the hospital. My wife was giving birth to my daughter. I went, left the hospital, laid the verse and came back to the hospital. That shit was out the next day. So, you know, like, that type of cutting edge shit is what we used to be on. And then, you know, when you sign to a major and you got to start worrying about samples and all that type of shit, it slows down your ability to be able to put shit out at the rate that you would like to do it. So if it was one drawback to signing to a major, I would say that would be it. But, you know, like, just in terms of like bad business and shit like that, that never was the case. Never was the case. On either end.
But does that mean all?
You know what? It's funny you asked me if I produce, because I don't officially produce, but I'm starting to find out that I actually been producing and I just didn't know it. You know what I do real well? I arrange vocals well. And just anything that encompasses the studio, the creative process in the studio, I'm into it. So in terms of Marv, no, don't front Marv. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I just don't lay drums and shit like that. Marv always got to be a damn hater, man. Marv ain't came to the studio in like 6 months. So, Marv, you ain't been to the studio in like 6 months. Who knows what I've been in there doing? You ain't been there. You ain't showed up. You ain't showed up to say hi. You ain't showed your face. I don't want to hear that shit. For years. Tell him, B. B, no. He been in there with me. Joe's right on this one, no disrespect. What is he right on? And what am I saying that he's wrong on? What is he right on? That we should take the group and go somewhere else because he want to make more money? All right, cool. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying I'm not doing that. That's all. So it ain't no problem. It's just we not doing it. No problem. Y'all always think it got to be some type of right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so busy being worried about being somebody's fan. Just look at this shit objectively. I don't do business that way. So it's not fucking happening. That's all. No feelings. Just is what it is. If I walk by this Dunkin' Donuts one more time, I'm getting a fucking donut. It's gonna be all your fault, Marv. Trying to stay on my diet, stay in shape. And this nigga Marv got me in the airport eating donuts. Your fault, Marv. You named your son Royce? Cool. Cool. Let me tell you about my son. So, I'm in the lab working. My son hits me on the text and say, "Dad, you at the studio?" I say, "Yeah." A couple minutes later, this nigga show up. He's supposed to be away in college. I'm like, what you doing here? He like, "Sit down, I gotta talk to you." What the fuck you gotta talk to me about? So I sit down, I'm scared because I'm thinking he about to tell me he got this girl pregnant. This nigga says, "I dropped out of school. I ain't been to school since January." He say he want to pursue his career full time in music. I said, "All righty then." I ain't really know how to take that one. He caught me off guard with that one. So we talked for a couple hours, and we came to the conclusion that we can agree to disagree. He a grown man because he's 20 years old. We can agree to disagree. You doing this against my better wishes, but you are making a decision, which I feel like is important. Once you get around 19, 20, it's time for you to start making decisions, whatever the fuck they're gonna be.
It's crummy beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktv promo, MRecktv promo @gmail.com. Peace.
Switch things to the opposite way. It's the Mac that the strippers and the groupies pay. Yeah, bands make her dance. You can't juice this J.
We bout to terrorize the rap game.
Fuck it right and give it back pain. Ever since a kid, it stayed focused, barely hung out. Pops went to jail, mom Dukes got strung out. Like Jordan with the tongue out, determined to win. And got the best product out, and you killing the strip. I taught the money gymnastics, I'm making it flip. Hit the block hard, yes, early morning on the wake up. Betty Crocker cook skills, help me get my cake up. Cussies coming left and right, it feels like the first. The money is a gift, but them bills is a curse. I'm a overachiever, not a superstition believer. I'm good everywhere, like credit from a visa. The rotten apple, you could get shot in your Adam's apple. Giving God praise, leaving out the tabernacle.
Lemon squeeze, trigger 45. I feel like Kevin Costner, bodyguard. Holding down Whitney, that paperwork got his name on it. They snitch niggas in every...
Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone.
MRecktv. Let's cut him music.